Namaste, everyone. Prasadji, if you can't hear me, just send me a text. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy New Year. So I'd like to talk about something simple, but I think profound today, and it's coming from one of the Yoga Sutras. And I know Prasad has talked about it many times, but I think it's something we should be thinking about more often, contemplating. So one of the most famous sutras is the second one, Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha, which means that the stilling of the mind is yoga. Okay, so when we can get into that equanimous state, we enter into that state of yoga. But in life, we get taken out of that state, right? When the mind is undisciplined, we haven't been doing our practice, our training, things come along, people come along, and it pulls us out of that state. And when that mind gets into that unbalanced state, we call them those vrittis, the fluctuations of the mind. So Patanjali has a anecdote for that. So sometimes it's called the 4 locks and the 4 keys. So this is chapter 1, verse 33. So by cultivating attitudes of friendliness toward the happy, compassion for the unhappy, delight in the virtuous, and disregard toward the wicked, the mind stuff retains its undisturbed calmness. So what he's saying is the natural state is this calm mind, okay? This relaxed, equanimous state of mind. So throughout life, we encounter people, and a lot of time these people trigger us. Okay, so he talks about these 4 potential behaviors that people may have that may trigger us. Okay, so in these, he offers the ways for the how to respond to these things. All right, so once again. So basically, if somebody is happy, you might think, oh, what's the issue there, right? How can that put me into a lock or into a bind, right? But oftentimes, we see somebody happy, we start to compare ourselves. We might think we are, why aren't we happy? Or maybe even what gives them the right to be happy, right? We've often heard people say, why are you so happy? As if happiness is some unnatural state. Okay, so just seeing that happy person, the undisciplined mind might go into this frenzy, creating all these vrittis. So that puts us in a lock or into a bind. And Patanjali says that the key to that lock to free us is to be friendly, right? So when we encounter people that are happy, be happy for them and be friendly towards them, okay? So another, if somebody is sad, he says that we should have compassion for him. And really learning how to be present with somebody. Oftentimes we encounter somebody that's sad, we want to try to fix the problem. Okay? But in the Bhagavad Gita, it warns against trying to be the doer, trying to be the person that that fixes something. So just by being present with that person, being compassionate with them, being compassionate for them, we give them a chance to release that energy. Okay, so not being overly involved in trying to fix a situation. So the third is someone who's virtuous, right? Someone who's doing good in their life. And he says we should be taking delight in somebody who is virtuous. So we come across somebody that's doing good. Oftentimes, if we're not in a right state of mind, we might become jealous of that person. Okay. Like I said, feelings of inadequacy, right? If somebody's doing great, like imagine somebody lost a lot of weight, doing great, working out, meditating. Right? There could be people that look at that and start to think to themselves, I'm not that good, or I can't do that. And they get into this mental frenzy. So to avoid that, Patanjali says, when somebody's doing good, you should be happy for them, take delight in it. And the fourth type of behavior you might encounter is somebody who is not virtuous, or you may even say wicked. Right? And I'm sure we can all imagine somebody like that. Or we can think of a simple example, right? You're driving in your car and you get cut off. So if you are in a poor state of mind, right? You didn't do your morning meditation, very easy to get all worked up from that person doing that thing, right? What gives them the right, you kind of go down this rabbit hole and the mind starts to, unwind and spin. These vrittis start to go out of control, like these waves in the mind. Okay. But if you have a calm mind, you might understand that that person might be in a rush. Maybe they're driving to the hospital to go be with their wife as she gives birth. So learning how to respond to these situations, especially behaviors of other people. Because the whole point is to keep this equanimous state of mind, the still mind. And these are the keys when we do get locked up. Okay, so we can think about those things today as we practice. Let's get started. So let's start. Legs are straight up, toes pointing towards the ceiling, sitting up nice and tall, spine perpendicular with the ground. Take a deep breath, inhale. As you exhale, bring those shoulders back and down. As you inhale, imagine your skull, the crown of your head going up towards the ceiling. Elongate your spine. Keeping your toes flexed. Exhale. Bring your belly button in towards your spine. Your core is engaged. Your thighs are engaged. Deep inhale. And exhale. Breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. Next inhale, arms come up overhead. As you exhale, straight spine, hinge forward at the hips, reaching forward as far as you can. Maybe you reach your knees or your shins, keeping your toes flexed, feeling that stretch in your hamstring, your lower back. You bring that chin down towards your chest, that stretch in your upper back and your neck. And then maybe round the spine, bringing that head down closer towards your knees. Inhale, arms come back up. Exhale, arms come down. Fingers are facing towards your toes. And lift yourself up, reverse plank. Reverse plank, try to keep a straight line from your heels through your tailbone, spine, and the crown of your skull. Deep inhale. Full exhale. And Exhale back down. Inhale one more time, arms up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Bring your chest down towards your legs. So anytime we fold our chest down towards our legs, we're going to be exhaling. Anytime the chest moves away from the legs, we're going to be inhaling as the arms come up. And exhale, hands come down one more time, reverse plank. Strong core. Arms are almost locked with a slight bend in the elbow. And exhale back down. So spread your legs out wide into a V shape. Toes pointing towards the ceiling, arms come up overhead, inhale. And as you exhale, reaching forward as far as you can. Bring the chin down towards your chest. Deep inhale in through your nose. Full exhale out through your nose. Throughout the practice, we'll be breathing in and out through our nose, our nostrils. And walk your hands back towards your hips. And every time we initiate the breath, we're going to do it with our diaphragm, with our stomach. So you can imagine your belly expanding first, and then your lungs filling up with air next. Okay? Arms come up overhead, inhale. And exhale, reaching towards that left big toe. Shoulders squared with the ground. Inhale back up. Exhale towards the right big toe. And inhale back up. Now we're going to interlock our hands and exhale down towards the left leg. Continue exhaling till we cross the center line. And as we come back up, we start to inhale. And exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Up and going at your own pace with your own breath. Just loosening up that lower back, stretching those shoulders. Should feel good. Trying to keep those feet flexed, toes pointing towards the ceiling, and reverse. So once again, inhale as we come up, exhale as we go down. Back center. Bring that right foot in towards your left groin. Left foot is flexed. Arms come up overhead as you inhale. Rotate towards the extended leg. Straight spine, hinge forward at the hips. Trying to keep that right shin on the ground, right knee down as far as possible. That nice stretch in the right hip, left hamstring. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Training the mind to be still. Elbow goes in the inside of that left knee. Take the right shoulder, bring it back as far as you can. Inhale, right arm goes up. Stay right here, or exhale. Bring that right hand towards the left leg, making sure not to collapse your shoulders down, as if you're trying to fit between two panes of glass. And maybe reach a little further. Feel that space between your right hip and the ribs on the right side of your body. Nice stretch. Take that right shoulder back a little further. Gaze can be up. And inhale up. Exhale, right hand goes down on the ground, lift yourself up. Left leg comes up, left arm comes up. Counter stretch, reaching the other direction. And exhale back down one more time. And inhale up. One more counter stretch. And back down. Same thing other side. Extend that right leg. Left foot comes in towards the groin. Right foot is flexed. Arms come up overhead, inhale. Rotate towards the extended leg. Hinge forward at the hips with a straight spine, reaching forward. Keeping that left shin and left knee down towards the ground. Maybe grabbing your shin or your foot. And maybe bringing that chin down closer towards the knee. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Take that right elbow inside right knee. Maybe grab that big toe. Bring that left shoulder back as far as possible. Inhale, left arm comes up towards the sky. Staying right here or reaching towards that extended leg. Making sure to keep that left shoulder back. Gaze can be up. That space, that separation between the hip and the rib cage. And inhale, back up. Exhale. Counter stretch. Inhale up. Exhale, reaching towards the extended leg. And one more time, inhale up. And exhale, stretch. And come back centered. So what I want you to do now is bring that right heel in towards your groin. And we're going to try to get that left shin up on top of the knee. But if we can, we're going to try to stack our knees one on top of the other. Cow face pose. So you want to keep your sit bones on the ground the best you can. Try to square everything up. Left leg's on top. Lift that right arm up towards the sky, reaching as high as you can. And put a bend in that right elbow. Close your eyes. Relax the muscles in your face as you take a deep inhale. And full exhale. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Shake it out. Take that right elbow onto the left knee. Lift the left arm up. Rotate towards the left side. Left hand comes behind the body. Spine is straight, perpendicular with the ground. And rotate towards your left side. Lower body does not move. Upper body is twisting towards the left. Eyes are looking as far left as possible over the left shoulder. Deep inhale. Full exhale. And release. Other side, left elbow on left knee. And twisting towards the right. Twisting your head as far as you can and then gazing, trying to look at over your right shoulder. And release. Other side. Left heel goes in towards the groin. Right knee goes on top. Try to get both sit bones on the ground. Right knee is on top. Lift that left arm up towards the sky as high as possible. With a bend in the left elbow. Making sure to keep your spine straight. You want to be pulling your head down. That nice opening in that under your left armpit. Eyes are closed. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Deep inhale. Full exhale. And shake it out. The left elbow on the right knee. Inhale, right arm comes up, reaching behind. Straight spine, perpendicular with the ground. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, twisting towards the right. Gaze over the right shoulder. And release. Other side, right elbow, inside right knee. Left arm goes up, inhale. Exhale, reaching back. As you twist, keep your spine straight. And release. Put your legs out one more time, Dandasana. This is wake up those legs. Starting with your hips. Outer thighs. Shins. And moving on the top. Top of your shin. Knees. Thighs. All right. So now we're going to come on all fours, tabletop position. So tabletop, you want your knees directly below your hips, your hands directly below your shoulders. If you look between your legs, you can't see your feet. They're behind your legs. Sticking that left leg out. One straight line from your heel, through your tailbone, through your spine. That line is parallel with the ground. Strong core, belly button's tucked in towards your spine. And stay right here, or when and if you're ready. Lifting that right arm up to continue that line. Belly button's tucked in towards the spine. Practicing our Ujjayi breath, in through your nose, out through your nose. As you exhale, slightly audible. As you constrict the airway, regulating the outflow of breath. Next exhale, left knee comes in to touch right elbow. Inhale, up, exhale, touch. Inhale, up, exhale, touch. This time, inhale, lift that left leg and right arm up as high as possible. Gaze is up. And exhale back down. Other side, bring that right leg up. Parallel with the ground. Belly button's tucked in towards your spine. Strong core. Staying right here if this is challenging enough. Or spread those fingers wide on the right hand. Lifting that left arm up. One straight line from your heel to your fingers. Next exhale, elbow and knee touch. Inhale up. Exhale, touch. Inhale up. Exhale, touch. Inhale up. This time lifting that right leg and left arm up as high as possible. bring it back down. Cat, cow. So cow, we're going to bring our belly down towards the ground, bring our tailbone up. So we're going to make that curved shape in our spine. And then our gaze is going to be up. As we exhale, inhale into cow, and then we're going to exhale into cat. Rounding the spine as we exhale. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. In and out through your nose at your own pace. And back center. So now what we're going to do is lower the chest down towards the ground as if you're going to touch your chin. And then come into a extended arm cobra. So thighs are on the ground, arms are extended. Bring your shoulders back as far as possible, gaze is up. As you exhale, pushing back as if you're going into a child's pose. Not staying for long. And then bringing your chest to hover above the ground into the extended arm cobra. Exhale back. Inhale, cobra. Exhale back. Inhale, cobra. Exhale back. Inhale, cobra. Really filling your lungs and emptying your lungs with every breath. Exhale back. And staying in child's pose. Knees are as wide as the mat. Big toes are touching. Hands are reaching forward as far as possible. Arms are engaged as you reach forward. Forehead's on the ground. Throughout the practice, you can always come to this position to rebalance, re-energize. Coming back to tabletop. Deep inhale, right arm comes up. Try to open up that chest as far as possible. As you exhale, we're going to reach through. Arm is hovering above the ground, using the strength of our core to hold ourselves up. Inhale back up. Exhale, thread the needle one more time, hovering above the ground. Inhale up. This time as we exhale, we're going to bring that arm on the ground, shoulder on the ground, right cheek on the ground, and left hand can reach out in front. Feeling that stretch in the right shoulder. And one more time, lift yourself back up. Inhale, really open that chest. And exhale back down, tabletop. Other side. Take a deep inhale, left arm goes up towards the sky. And exhale, thread the needle, holding yourself up above the ground. Inhale up. Exhale, holding above the ground. And inhale up. This time as we exhale, right arm and shoulder, left arm and shoulder come towards the ground. Left cheek's on the ground. Right hand can be moving forward. And Inhale back up one more time. And exhale back to the tabletop. So you can sit Indian style, or you can sit back on your heels. Let's loosen up those wrists a little bit. Bring them both up, shoulder height, and make circles in any direction you want. Whatever's more comfortable. And then reverse. Shake it out. Bring your right palm forward. Reach underneath. Grab your thumb. You're going to spread your fingers wide, gently pulling back on that left thumb. Do that nice stretch on the thumb side of your hand, your palm. Feels really good if we've been on a keyboard all day. And going down one finger at a time, keeping those fingers spread wide. Middle. Ring. Pinky. Shake it out. That same arm, bring it up shoulder height, make a fist. Fist goes down towards the ground. Left hand comes up, grabs the fist, and pulls those fingers in towards your forearm. So you can feel that stretch on the top side of your forearm. Not forgetting your breath. Deep inhale. Full exhale. So if you can go through an entire yoga practice, hatha yoga practice, and all you've done is watch your breath for an hour or an hour and a half, you've done immense good in training your mind to be still, to be calm, right? So you can think of all this other stuff we're getting with the body is just a bonus. So your focus should be on your breath and centering your mind. Shake it out. Bring your left palm forward, reaching underneath. Grab that thumb. Fingers spread wide like a starfish. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Feel the breath moving past your nostrils. And then going down one finger at a time. Ring. Pointer rather. Middle. Ring. Pinky. Shake it out. Bring that left arm up. Make a fist. Point the fist down towards the ground. Right hand grabs left fist. Pulls that fist even further towards the forearm. Doing that stretch on the top side of the forearm. And shake it out. Now onto our knees, standing on our knees. We're just going to loosen up a little bit. So let the arms go limp, go left and right. So we store a lot of stress, tension in our bodies. Doing simple movements like this helps us relieve it. You watch animals in the wild, they know this. You ever see a jackrabbit getting chased? And he gets away. He shakes violently for a few seconds, and then he's all calm again. So just by moving the body like this, maybe arms going forward, big shoulder circles, maybe incorporating the breath. As the arms go down, we exhale, inhale as they come up. Reverse, inhale up, exhale, release. Flick your fingers at the bottom. Bring that right arm across your chest. Gaze over the right shoulder. Release, other side. And then one more. Gayatri special. So bring your arms out, elbows shoulder height. With the washing machine. Incorporate your breath. Out. We're going to breathe through the mouth. The only time tonight, out through the mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. So we exhale as we go towards the side. Inhale forward. Relax. Let's take child's pose. Bring your arms up overhead first. And exhale, sit back. Big toes are touching, knees at the side of the mat. Reach forward as far as you can. If you want, interlock your hands behind your back. And see if you can use the strength of your core. Lift yourself back up. Standing up on your knees, pulling those shoulders back. To that opening in your chest, your shoulders. Maybe dropping that right ear down to right shoulder if it feels good on your neck. As you exhale, inhale, head goes up. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. And shake it out. So stand at the front of the mat. Standing in Tadasana. Big toes are touching or slightly apart. Heels are a little further apart. Thighs are engaged. Pulling your kneecaps up. Engage your glutes. Engage your core. Belly button's being tucked in towards your spine. Take a deep inhale as you bring your shoulders up towards your ears. As you exhale, bring them back and down. This is where we want our shoulders, as much distance between our shoulders and our ears as possible. Arms are resting towards the side. Your hands can be facing forward or the side of your body. Chin slightly tucked in. One straight line from your tailbone to the crown of your head. Eyes are closed. Practicing our Ujjayi breath. So we inhale through the nose, nice and slow. As we exhale, constricting our trachea. So we get to elongate our exhales. So this is often called the yogic breath or yogic breathing. So throughout our practice, this is how we should be breathing. Slow, under control. Exhale slightly longer than our inhale. And all is done through the nostrils, if possible. Once we calm the mind down sufficiently, we understand that the problems that we experience are experienced because of the mind. So we create these problems, the mind looks for them. But with the equanimous mind, the trained mind, the still mind, the one that's been practicing yoga for years, practicing every day, similar events can happen to different people, but he or she who is a trained mind responds differently. And this is what Patanjali was talking about, how to respond to these different situations. And by doing so, we keep the mind from getting in these altered states that bring us out of balance. Back to our natural state, which is calm, which is equanimous, which is compassionate, which is loving. Deep inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Shake your head no. Gently nod your head yes. Very slowly come up halfway as we inhale. And we're going to stay here for another breath. Full exhale. Deep inhale. Elongate your spine. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Gently shake your head no. Gently nod your head yes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, elongate that distance between your tailbone and the crown of your head. Stand here for another breath. Inhale. Exhale. Elongate. Deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're going to take our right leg back as far as possible. So our left knee is above our left ankle. Our right leg is straight. We're on the ball of our right foot. Our gaze is forward and down. Right knee comes down. Inhale, arms come up. Low lunge. So bringing that tailbone down to the ground as far as possible, feeling that stretch in your right hip flexor, arching back. As you exhale, hands come down, right knee comes up, left foot goes back to meet right. So now we are in plank pose, Phalakasana, strong core, belly button being pulled in towards your spine. Strong arms, strong legs. Knees go down, hips go back like we're going into a child's pose. Then we're going to float our chest and our chin forward. Tailbone goes up towards the sky. Ashtangasana, 8 limbs pose, 8 points of contact. Feet, knees, hands make 6. Chin and chest make 8. Inhale into cobra. You can do extended arm like we did earlier. You can have your hands hovering above the ground, whatever feels right. As you exhale, pushing into the ground, curling toes under. Down dog. Down dog, we're trying to get our heels down towards the ground, a V shape between our legs and our torso. Our ears are between our elbows, our fingers are spread wide. Imagine a rope tied around your hips, and it's being pulled up towards the ceiling, and your forehead and your chest are being drawn towards the ground. Put a slight bend in that right knee, lowering that left heel down towards the ground, intensifying the stretch on the left side. Bring that right heel towards the ground, putting a bend in that left knee. Feel the stretch on the right side. And then pedal the heels back and forth, waking up those calves, those hamstrings. And take a deep inhale, come up on your tippy toes. And exhale, heels come down towards the ground. Bring that right foot up towards the sky, 3-leg down dog. Look between your hands, step forward. Left knee goes down towards the ground. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Lowering that tailbone down towards the ground. Ears are between your elbows. The gaze is up. Next exhale, hands come down. Left knee comes up. Left foot comes forward. Forward fold. And as we inhale, slowly coming up one vertebrae at a time. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. On the other side, left foot goes back. Right knee above right ankle. Left leg is straight. Hands on both sides of the right foot. Left knee goes down. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands come down. Left knee comes up. Step that right foot back. Plank pose. Strong core. Building your strength. As the mind starts to say, I can't, bring it back to the breath. Knees go down, hips go back. Chin and chest float forward, Ashtangasana. Inhale, Cobra, your choice. Exhale, curling toes, pushing hands in the ground, lift up, down dog. V shape between your legs and your torso. Fingers are spread wide, ears between your elbows, tailbones being pulled up towards the ceiling. We're going to get those heels down towards the ground. Put a bend in that left knee. Right heel goes down further towards the ground. Straighten the left leg. Put a bend in that right knee. Then pedal those heels back and forth. Inhale, come up on your tippy toes. And exhale, heels come down towards the ground. Left foot comes up towards the sky. 3-leg down dog. Look between your hands, stepping forward. Right knee comes down. Inhale, arms come up overhead. And exhale, hands come down towards the ground. Right knee comes up. Right foot steps forward. And coming up one vertebrae at a time. As we inhale, arms come up overhead. And bringing those hands heart center. Feeling the pressure between your hands as we exhale. Finding our center. Finding our balance. Remembering our natural state, which is peace, which is calm, which is equanimous, which is passion, compassion, which is love. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping that right foot back. This time, knee does not go down. We're going to lift ourselves up into a high lunge. Right leg is straight, keeping that 90-degree bend in that left knee. And transition into warrior one. That right heel goes down. Right foot's going to be at a 45-degree angle with the side of our mat. Our hips are facing forward. Maybe widen the stance just a little bit. Arms are up. Warrior one. Keeping your shoulders squared with the front of the mat and your hips. Interlock your hands behind. Pull your shoulders back. Take a deep inhale. As you gaze up, exhale. Humble warrior. Torso comes on the inside of that left knee. If it's in your practice, hands go up towards the sky. Inhale, arms come back overhead. Warrior one. And exhale, both hands come down. Right heel comes up. Left foot goes back. So this time, you can go into Ashtangasana like last time, or tuck your elbows in towards the side of your body. Push your torso forward. Now you're on your tippy toes. Lowering down until you're hovering above the ground. As you exhale, inhale into up dog. Up dog, the thighs are above the ground. Shoulders are back, gaze is up. To exhale. Curling toes into down dog. Lifting that right foot up towards the sky. And opening the hip. So trying to touch that right heel towards your left elbow while bringing that knee, right knee up as high as possible. Back to three-leg down dog. Look between your hands, step forward. Left foot comes forward. And coming back up. Inhale, arms come up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time, left foot goes back. Lift yourself up. High lunge. Left leg is straight. Right knee is bent, 45 degrees. Ears are between your elbows. Slight arch in your spine. Lowering down that left heel. Widen your stance. Into warrior one. Hands come behind your back. Interlock your fingers. Puff your chest out. Open your shoulders. Take a deep inhale, look up. Exhale, torso comes on the inside of that right knee. Arms come up. And inhale, arms come back up overhead. Exhale, hands come down. Bring that left heel up off the ground. Right foot goes back to be left. So your choice of Ashtangasana, your choice of 8 limbs pose, or Chaturanga. Chaturanga, once again, is lowering down, hovering above the ground. Inhaling into Cobra or Up Dog. Exhaling, curling toes, Down Dog. This time we're going to lift our left leg up, 3-leg down dog. We're going to open our hip, try to touch that left heel to your right elbow. Bring that left knee up as high as possible. Back to 3-leg down dog. Step that left foot forward. Right foot forward. And slowly coming up. Inhale, arms come up overhead. And exhale, heart center. Deep breaths. Observe the sensations in the body. elevated heart rate. Maybe your breaths per minute is intensified. Your body heat. Maybe some slight perspiration. Remember, it doesn't matter what you focus on. It could be your breath, could be sensations, could be a candle flame, could be a mantra, could be a picture. Doesn't matter. The key is, when we practice these things, when the mind starts to wander, we bring it back to the point of attention. We train the mind to pay attention. It's as simple as that. The untrained mind does not pay attention, so it gets lost in its conditioned thinking. And these vrittis that Patanjali warns us about, that take us out of our natural state, our equanimous state, they begin to run the show. But when we train the mind to come back to the present moment, and we can do that whenever we want, we start to notice these things that creep into our minds. We start to notice that jealousy for that person that's virtuous, when we should be applauding them, being happy for them. Instead of getting worked up with that individual that seems to be wicked, that's not virtuous, we start to understand that by engaging in that we lower our own vibration. That we allow that positive energy to escape. We realize it's these people that feed off your energy. And if we just ignore them, like Patanjali says, we become equanimous regardless of what they do. They stop doing those things because they no longer are fed. Deep inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping that right foot back. This time we're going to windmill that right arm up into a warrior two. So the foot, just like warrior one's at a 45-degree angle. The hips, unlike being forward, are now towards the side of the mat. Left leg is the same. Now arms are up, shoulder height. We have a tendency to lean forward. We want our spine to be perpendicular with the ground, so it almost feels like we're leaning backwards. The gaze is towards that left hand. So our hips are towards the side. We're lowering down, making that 90-degree angle with our left leg. Strong shoulders. Arms are being held up, shoulder height. Flip that left palm up, reverse warrior. As we look into our palm. Exhale, left elbow, left knee. Reaching. And flowing with our breath. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, stretch. This time we're going to lower that left hand down towards the ground. Just like in the beginning of class, trying to open up the chest as much as possible. Imagine somebody's pulling that arm behind you. Exhale, right arm comes down. Inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, left down. Inhale, right up. Strong core, lift yourself back up. Warrior two. Give that left leg a break, straighten it. Lower body does not move. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Torso reaches forward as far as possible. Left hand goes down towards the ground. Very little weight on that left hand, if any at all. Right arm goes up towards the sky. Once again, Bring that right arm back as far as possible. The gaze is up. Next exhale, right hand goes down. Inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, right hand up. Put that bend back in that left knee. Strong core, lift yourself back up, warrior two. And where we started, windmill back down, right heel comes up off the ground. Left foot goes back. Your choice, Ashtangasana or Chaturanga as you exhale. As you inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, curling toes under, Down Dog. Three-leg Down Dog, right heel comes up. Open up that chest, or open up your hips rather. And preparing for pigeon pose. That right shin is going to come forward. You walk your left toes back as far as possible. Hands can be towards the front of your mat. And we want to sink down as much as possible and feeling that stretch in the right glute. So you can stay here. Come down to your forearms. Just allowing gravity to do the stretching for us. Every time you exhale, try to release any tension in the hip and the lower back. Imagine any stress or tension is being released and washed away with every outgoing breath. Maybe the forehead comes down onto the hands. Maybe make a fist, a pillow. I want you to focus on your breathing. Deep inhale. Imagine your lungs are a balloon and they're being filled so you can't go any further. Nice and slow. And then letting all the air go very slow, under control. And repeat. Filling your lungs completely. Imagine all that fresh oxygen being rushed into that hip area. And all the waste, all the stress, all the toxins are being exhaled as you release, nice and slow. As you start to control your mind, start to understand that you are in control of the way you feel. You're in control of your emotions. Because no matter what happens in life, there's always a distance between something happening and how you react. If there's zero distance, we react with these vrittis, with this conditioned mind. But when we create space, we're allowed to respond. And when we respond, we get to respond with wisdom, compassion, joy, all these attributes that are qualities of the soul. And when you're ready, coming back onto your hands. Staying here for a couple more breaths. If you like, you can put a bend in that left leg, reaching back with the left hand. Release. And then we're going to come back and do 3-leg down dog. Lifting that right foot up towards the sky. Look between your hands, step forward. And bring that left foot forward. And slowly coming up. Inhale, lift your arms, come up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping left foot back. Left leg is straight, 90-degree bend in that right knee. Windmilling, left arm up, right arm up. Warrior two. Hips are squared towards the side of the room. Arms are up shoulder height. 90-degree bend in that right leg. Left leg is straight. Flipping that left palm up. Reverse as we inhale. Feel that stretch in the right side. Exhale, right elbow, right knee. Inhale, left arm up. Inhale, up. Exhale, reaching with the left. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, reaching that right hand down towards the ground. Left arm goes up. Side angle. Next exhale, left hand goes down. Inhale, right arm goes up. Maybe that left heel comes up off the ground. Exhale, right hand goes down. Inhale, left arm goes up. Strong core, lift yourself back up. Warrior two. Straighten that right leg. Lower body does not move. Trikonasana. Reaching forward as far as possible. Triangle pose, right hand goes down. Very little weight on that hand at all. Left arm goes up toward the sky as we inhale. Imagine your torso trying to fit between two panes of glass. Left shoulder is being pulled back, the gaze is up. Next exhale, left hand goes down. Inhale, right arm goes up. Right leg is still straight. Your volatile triangle. Next exhale, right hand goes down. Inhale, left arm goes up. Put that bend in that right leg. Strong core, lift yourself up. Warrior two. Sinking down even further, challenge yourself. And windmill those arms back down towards the ground. Left heel comes up. Right foot goes back, plank pose. Your choice. Ashtangasana, going down on your knees. Or chaturanga, hovering above the ground as you exhale. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, curling toes under. Down dog. Lifting that left leg up towards the sky. Open the hip. And then look between your hands, bringing that left knee and left shin forward. For a deeper stretch, you're going to get that shin parallel with the front of your mat. But if you're a little less flexible, maybe try to go for a 45-degree angle. So you can stay right here with your arms extended, bringing that right knee back as far as possible. If you want, bring those forearms down towards the ground. Maybe making a pillow with your hands. Bring your forehead down. Every exhale, just relaxing that hip, the glute, lower back. Full cycles of breath. Inhale to count of 4. Exhale to count of 6. Nice and slow, under control, conscious breathing. Awareness is following the breath in and out of the nostrils. Awareness is being observant of the rising and falling of the belly. Observing as you exhale how the mind becomes more relaxed. Observing how you can control your state of mind through conscious breathing. Walking your hands back towards that left knee. Stay right here or put that bend in the right leg. That nice stretch in the right quadricep, your right thigh. And release. You're gonna lift that left leg back up. 3-leg down dog. Look between your hands, step forward. Step that right foot forward. One last time, just shake those arms out. Nod your head no. We're going to come up halfway at first. Inhale. Elongate that spine. Exhale, forward fold. One last time, shake it out. And slowly coming up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, arms come up overhead. And exhale, hands come heart center. And we're going to lower down onto your belly. Find your belly. Bring your right arm out to the side. Bring your left hand in towards your chest. You're going to roll yourself over like a lug. So you're going to feel that stretch in the right shoulder, the right chest. To get a nice opening in the lower back, you take your left knee up towards the sky and take your left foot behind your right knee. Then you push that left knee back. You push into the ground with your left hand. So now you're feeling that stretch in your right shoulder, opening the lower back as well. And come back center. Left hand goes out towards the side. Right hand comes in towards your chest. Roll yourself over like a log. Staying right here. Or right knee goes up. Right foot plants down onto the ground behind left knee. Pushing into the ground with your right hand to intensify the stretch. And back center. Put a bend in that right knee, reaching back with the right hand. Same the other side. Preparing for bow pose. So we're going to lift our legs and our torso up off the ground. Our hands and our feet are going to be playing tug of war, as if you're an archer is pulling back on the string of a bow, trying to balance on our belly button. Bring those feet and hands a little higher. And exhale back down. Make a pillow with your hands. Put your right cheek on the ground. We're going to take 3 really big inhales and exhales. We're going to inhale through our nose and very forcefully exhale out through our mouth. As you inhale, feel your whole body rise up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Turn your cheek, left side. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Inhale. Okay. One last thing on our stomach. Bring your left leg up. So bring your arms out in front. Left leg's up. Right arm's up. And your chin and chest is up off the ground. Now, right foot and leg, left hand, left arm. And then once you go back and forth, so opposite leg and arm are going up. You'll be looking at the ground with your head up. Now we're going to lift all the limbs up. Arms and feet. Bring the arms out to the side. Lift your torso up even more. And exhale, pushing into the ground. Child's pose. Knees come towards the side of the mat. Big toes are touching. Hips go back to sit on your heels. Hands reach forward. Forehead comes down towards the ground. When you're ready, going over onto your backside, laying on your back, legs are straight out. Bring that right knee in towards your chest. Right foot is flexed, left foot is flexed. That left foot, try to push away the wall in front of you. So that left foot's trying to push away as you're pulling in that knee towards your chest. And using your left hand, take that right knee, bring it towards the left as you extend the right hand and right arm out towards the side. So torso rotation. Keeping the right shoulder and right shoulder blade on the ground, the gaze can be towards that right hand. So the upper body is twisting towards the right. The lower body twisting towards the left. Imagine like wringing out a wet rag. Getting blood and nutrients flowing up along the spine. Maybe extend that right leg out. See how that feels. And bring that knee back into your chest. And release down towards the ground. Take that left knee. Bring it in towards your chest. Left foot is flexed, toes pointing towards the ceiling. Same with the right foot. Right foot's being pushed away. Right left knee is being pulled in. Taking that right hand and bringing that left knee towards the right side. Left arm goes out into a T. Keeping that left shoulder and left shoulder blade on the ground. The gaze can be towards the left side. Upper body is twisting towards the left. Lower body is going right. Deep inhale, full exhale. Stay right here. Or extend that left leg out. So your spine and your right leg are in the same line. I'm trying to get your left leg and left arm lined as well. Making a cross. And bring that left knee back in towards your chest. Bring that right knee into your chest. Now both knees are in towards your chest, making circles, massaging your lower back, rotating in one direction. And reverse directions. And if it feels okay on your spine, putting your hands under your, interlocking your hands under your knees, massaging your spine. And then extend those legs back out. And we'll do two more before we take final resting pose. So if you've never done shoulder stand, you can just bring your legs up. You can go over to a wall, or you can use your core strength and hold your legs up like this. You're going to flex your feet so your toes are pointing towards your forehead. But if you've done shoulder stand, bring your knees in towards your chest. You're going to prop your hips up and your back up. Once you're stable, you're going to lift your legs up towards the sky. It's inversion. We're getting blood flowing in the opposite direction of gravity. Strong core. Like, move into cloud pose, halasana, as the feet come behind us, maybe hovering above the ground, more intense stretch, toes touch the ground, even interlock your hands. And when you're ready, slowly come out, bring your legs down. One more pose, Asana, fish pose. Palms are on the ground underneath your hips. Bring your shoulder blades together. And you feel the ground touching the back of your skull. We're going to tilt our head back so the top of our head is touching the crown. We're going to open up our throat, bring our chest up towards the sky. Feel any stress or tension on your neck, carefully come out of the pose. Relax back down. Preparing for final resting pose. So laying on your backside. So what I'd like you to do now is clench your fists, engage all the muscles in your arms, engage your glutes, almost lifting the small of your back up off the ground, engage your thighs and your calves, curl your toes. Take a deep inhale and pucker your face. Squeeze, 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 and exhale through your mouth. One more time. Clench your fists, engage all the muscles in your arm, almost like you're shaking. Engage your shoulders, your back muscles, clench your glutes. Engage your thighs, curl your toes. Take a deep inhale. Pucker your face like you're sucked on a lemon. And exhale through the mouth. Let it all go. Relax the muscles in your forehead. Allow your eyes to be heavy. Relax all the muscles in your cheeks. Allow your tongue to be heavy. Shoulders and arms are heavy. Imagine your body was a candle. Now that it's heated, it's melting into the ground. As your hips melt into the mat, your legs are heavy. Your feet fall where they will. Resting in the peace that is your true nature. The equanimous mind. The healthy body. And when you're ready, bring some movement back in your fingers and toes. Knees back into your chest. Rocking side to side in baby circles one more time. And falling over to one side, fetal position. Knees still tucked in towards your chest. When you're ready, using your top hand, pushing yourself into a seated position, keeping your eyes closed. Sometimes it's helpful to have a blanket under your hips. It allows you to keep that nice angle between your spine and your hips. So you can sit in Sukhasana for longer periods of time. Remember, all of this Hatha Yoga, all the movements, all the breathing, it's to help us cool out our bodies, cool out our minds, that we can sit longer in meditation. Because when the body is agitated and stressed and tense, you notice you can't sit for very long periods of time. That this is to allow us to enter into the true practice of yoga, which is learning how to control the mind. We do this through awareness training, meditation. Learning how to be comfortable in the silence, learning how to be comfortable in the stillness. And as the thought forms arise, these vrittis rise, we learn how to observe them and release them, like clouds passing in the sky. We don't identify with them, we just observe them and let them move on. Take your hands heart center. Finish with the Shanti mantra. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you for coming out, taking the time to practice with me, and hopefully see you all soon.